Former NBA bad boy Matt Barnes and model Anansa Sims might look like the picture of blended family bliss on Instagram, but behind the curated posts and smiling selfies, their relationship has been anything but smooth. What started as a whirlwind romance quickly turned into a roller coaster filled with breakups, reconciliations, public drama, and more plot twists than a reality show reunion special. Between infidelity, social media shade, and some very public disagreements, these two have kept our timelines busy. And yet, somehow, through all the ups, downs, and emotional overtime, Matt and Anansa keep finding their way back to each other. Lately, it seems like they're trying to present a more stable front, leaving fans wondering if they finally figured things out or if this is just another calm before the storm. Are y'all ready to get into this hot, stinking mess?
Is fat meat greasy? Hell yeah, I'm ready. Stay ready. Come on.
Well, before we dive into it, don't forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of Applewood smoked bacon jerky, freeze-dried goodies, and butter toffee peanuts. Matt and Anansa met in 1998 when they were both attending UCLA. Anansa told Distractify that they were dating other people. Matt wasn't on her radar, and she probably wasn't on his either. Her best friend, Shia Bryant, who's Kobe Bryant's sister, introduced Anansa to Matt at the 2018 NBA All-Star Weekend. Anansa said she was nervous about giving him her number because her ex-husband and the father of her 3 children, former NFL player David Patterson, told her that no one would want to be with a single mother. However, Anansa said she didn't want to give up on love, so she decided to open up her heart to Matt.
Of all people, that's who you're gonna open your heart up to. Okay, girl. All right.
10 months later, Anansa gave birth to their son, Ashton Barnes.
10 months later, she got pregnant immediately. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're saying? Jesus, be a contraceptive, okay.
An insider told TMZ that the couple had a lot of support from their families, including Anansa's mom, supermodel Beverly Johnson. The source added that Anansa was really sweet and brought out the best in Matt.
The source, huh? You ain't slick, Anansa. We know that was your ass. Talking about the source.
In an Instagram caption, Beverly wrote, "I'm so proud of the woman and mother my daughter has become. I feel blessed that an intelligent and solid man has come into Anansa's life."
Intelligent? Okay, so mama and daughter both delusional. All right, fix it, Black Jesus, fix it.
They moved in together, along with Anansa's 3 kids from her previous marriage and Matt's twins from his first marriage to reality star Gloria Gavan. Matt told OK Magazine he was happy to have a new baby in the house, especially since he had recently retired from the NBA and had a lot more time on his hands. Unfortunately, he also loved being outside.
Here we go. Here we go.
In 2020, an insider told RRG that Anansa dumped Matt on New Year's Eve in 2019 after she found out he was sticking his beige dangalang in other women.
Not the beige dangalang. And girl, did you say an insider told RRG? Look at us. Getting it straight from the horse's mouth, okay.
After finding out he had been unfaithful, Anansa packed up her children and their things and hit the road. According to BlackAmericaWeb.com, Matt didn't take the breakup well and had allegedly encouraged his sister and other people to harass Anansa, which prompted Anansa to file for a restraining order. In a since-deleted Instagram post, Matt wrote that their relationship was never that deep, and once she got pregnant shortly after they started banging, he took responsibility and decided to do the right thing by trying to play house. He added that he tried to make things work for a year and called the restraining order an attempt to make him look bad since he had done nothing wrong and was simply trying to provide for his child. He also accused Anansa of faking for the gram by painting a false narrative of their time together with fake photos. He also implied that Anansa was keeping their son away from him.
The typical baby daddy, baby mama blueprint. But y'all dummies keep signing up for this tomfoolery. Make sense.
Proving he didn't give a damn about the breakup, in February 2020, which was 2 months after he and Anansa split, Matt was linked to Joe Budden's ex-girlfriend, Love and Hip Hop star Sin Santana. Despite the back and forth and a possible new boo, Matt and Anansa's breakup would be short-lived. In 2021, he took accountability for his actions and issued a public apology to Anansa for his wrongdoing. Now, whether that apology came from deep reflection or from realizing the grass wasn't greener on the other side is up for debate. But either way, he made sure the whole world saw him trying to make things right.
And how about some counseling? Can we toss in a little counseling? Huh? Was that an option? Or they just put a Band-Aid on their problems and carried on? That's what it sounded like they did.
A simple apology wasn't enough, though. So he went and got Anansa's name tattooed on his neck. Yes, the neck, the most visible real estate on the human body.
And the dumbest thing to do in a relationship, I might add. Y'all know how I feel about that. I told y'all to stop putting bumper stickers on a Bentley. But in this case, I guess it's a Honda Accord, huh?
After that grand gesture, the two officially reconciled and decided to give their relationship another shot, stepping back into love and hoping that this time the drama would stay in the past. Although Matt and Anansa found their way back together, things were still rocky.
You don't say.
By October 2022, things had escalated from messy relationship drama to full-blown courtroom shenanigans. According to The Blast, Anansa's ex-husband David and his girlfriend Melissa filed a restraining order against Matt, accusing him of harassing them through group text messages.
Believable. Yep, definitely believable.
Melissa also alleged that the situation inside Matt's home was uncomfortable for Anansa and David's children, who reportedly spent about 50% of their time there. According to the filing, the kids told their father and Melissa that they were scared of Matt. They allegedly described him as distant and unkind, saying he barely interacted with them except during family dinners. Outside of those moments, they claimed he would retreat to another room and spend most of the day smoking big fat blunts.
That sounds fun as hell.
If that wasn't troubling enough, the children allegedly expressed something even more heartbreaking. They reportedly felt that Anansa loved Matt more than she loved them. And as if the family tension wasn't already thick enough, Melissa also claimed that Matt had threatened to ruin her reputation and get her fired from her job, adding yet another layer of hostility to an already chaotic situation. Despite all the legal drama swirling around them, Matt and Anansa kept doing what they've been doing for years, pushing forward as if nothing happened. And then came a plot twist that no one saw coming. Matt decided that Christmas 22 would be the perfect time to lock things down for good. In what can only be described as a very festive proposal, he popped the question in front of a massive Christmas tree while presenting Anansa with an equally massive diamond ring. It was giving holiday movie finale energy, lights sparkling, ring shining, and a moment that suggested maybe, just maybe, these two had finally turned the chaos into commitment. Anansa, of course, was thrilled and said yes. But apparently, the Christmas magic wore off quickly. 1 month after their engagement in January 2023, TMZ Sports reported Matt ran into Anansa's ex-husband David at an NFL playoff game, and the encounter quickly turned into a full-blown confrontation. Video footage captured the moment things escalated. During the heated altercation, Matt spat on David.
You filthy animal.
The two exchanged words and even wrestled for a moment before people stepped in and separated them, turning what should have been a football game into an impromptu family feud in the stands. 2 days after the incident, Matt filed for a restraining order against David, claiming David was the aggressor. Matt alleged that David hunted him down at the stadium, yelled profanities at him, got the crowd to taunt him, and shoved him during the confrontation. According to Matt, he only spat in David's direction in disgust.
You ain't supposed to be spitting, period. Ain't got a lick of home training, honey. You mangy, shriveled up llama, looking like a crumpled up Chipotle bag that somebody left inside a trash can outside of 7-Eleven. You dried up, ashy, dusty kickstands for legs looking mother sucker.
Matt also claimed that David had been harassing him for months because he was jealous of his relationship with Anansa. He even alleged that at one point, David threatened to use a weapon against him. The legal victory Matt was hoping for didn't exactly pan out. The judge dismissed Matt's restraining order against David, bringing yet another chapter of this never-ending saga to a close, or at least pressing pause until the next round of drama. No matter what seemed to be happening around them, Matt and Anansa stuck together and pushed forward like nothing could shake their bond. And apparently, the public couldn't get enough of it. According to AMC Networks, there was so much curiosity surrounding their complicated love story and their ever-growing household that the couple ended up landing their own reality show. In 2024, the Barnes Bunch officially debuted, giving viewers a front-row seat to their blended family of 8. The show promised to pull back the curtain of their everyday life, from parenting a full house of kids to navigating a relationship that had already survived more twists than Genuine's entire concert choreography.
Now, Bestie, you know you messy as hell. Messy, girl. You ain't wrong, though.
And despite the legal disputes and public confrontations that had popped up along the way, Matt and Anansa kept moving forward as a unit. They explored IVF, and soon thereafter, she got pregnant. Their son Austin was born in September 2024, making them a blended family of 9. Only a few months later, in January 2025, things really hit the fan when Anansa hopped on Instagram and accused Matt of cheating on her with 8 different women in the month of January alone.
8 women? How did he find the time? Golly, he was just sticking it everywhere, huh?
And in her true messy fashion, she named his side pieces, including Love and Hip Hop reality star Masika Kalisha. For what it's worth, Masika denied the allegation in a post that read, "I am absolutely in no way having an affair of any sort with Matt." And then bloggers Tasha K and Jason Lee exposed some DMs that Matt had allegedly sent to a woman named Zany. Matt later claimed the interaction with Zany occurred in 2023, when he and Anansa had broken up for about a month.
A whole month, 30 days. That's all it took for him to slide into somebody else's DMs, huh? He hot in the pants, ain't he? Just hot.
He also claimed the woman had been using those messages to extort him for over a year. Matt has never had a controversy-free reputation, but even he seemed to realize that this time he'd crossed a line he couldn't easily spin his way out of. By his own admission, the damage wasn't just between him and Anansa anymore. It had spilled over onto their children and the entire family dynamic, which made the situation hit a lot harder. In April 2025, he opened up about all the tomfoolery on his All the Smoke podcast. During the conversation, he admitted that he hadn't cried since he was a small child, and that for most of his adult life, he'd been stuck in go mode, focused on being the breadwinner and taking care of everyone else. According to Matt, that nonstop provider mindset came at a cost. He said he'd never really allowed himself to process emotions and eventually realized he'd been pouring from an empty cup. Matt also acknowledged that his own behavior played a major role in the breakdown of his relationship with Anansa. He said his lack of emotional availability and empathy ultimately cost him his family. In fact, he revealed that Anansa once described him as a wall. Through counseling, Matt said he began to understand that little Matt was still carrying pain from the past, and that unresolved hurt had been shaping the behavior of grown Matt.
Counseling. There's the word I've been looking for. Finally, accountability has entered the chat.
But while Matt was busy having what sounded like a public breakthrough, Anansa wasn't exactly applauding from the sidelines. On Instagram, Anansa responded with a message that made it very clear she wasn't buying the redemption arc. She accused Matt of sharing half-truths about their relationship in order to gain sympathy from the masses. In her view, the version of events he was presenting publicly didn't match what she and the children had actually experienced behind closed doors. Anansa said she had been the one in the trenches, making sure their children were emotionally supported, while Matt made little effort to help them process what had happened. What particularly frustrated her, she explained, was that Matt seemed willing to be vulnerable for strangers online if it meant attention or profit, yet that same vulnerability apparently wasn't extended to his own family. She also called him out for something else that stood out to many people reading the post. According to Anansa, Matt still hadn't directly admitted that he cheated. Anansa went on to say that she and the kids were the ones who reaped all the damage caused by what she described as Matt's constant, selfish, toxic choices. She wrapped up the post with a message that left very little room for interpretation. If Matt truly wanted to make things right, she wrote, he should keep her name out of his mouth, continue going to therapy, and work on building a relationship with God. It seemed like they were done for good. By Christmas 2025, they were back together and posing in matching pajamas.
Anansa Boo Boo the Fool Sims. That's her new name.
But the couple's biggest surprise yet came in January 2026, when Essence magazine reported that not only were Matt and Anansa officially back together, but they had gotten married at the start of 2026.
This is gonna last, said nobody ever. Okay.
Now listen, we're not saying it won't work, but what are the chances that Matt has fully morphed into the faithful family man that Anansa has been praying for? As always, we'll be keeping an eye on this hot, stinking mess. But for now, we wish them nothing but the best.
No, we don't. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna say it. No, we don't.
If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching your favorite YouTube channel.